Well, hello there all you lovely people of the internet. So I'm gonna apologize in advance if I look like a literal zombie right now because I had to get up at 10:30 in the morning and play tennis today. And yeah, that's become early for me because I'm literally nocturnal now. I just don't wake up during the day during the summer. So as it's like 1,000,000,000 degrees out now and I can't even run, I just trudge, like I sleep trudge around. I have a series of extremely unfortunate events to share with you guys, so I guess one good thing came out of today. So having prefaced the story with how hot it is and how stupid I am for never sleeping, we can begin a slow descent into my constant state of cringe. To start off the day we have warm-ups, and basically what we do is one at a time, each person comes up and we hit a forehand and a backhand and then we move on. And this is nerve-wracking enough for me because I hate having people staring at me while I'm trying and miserably failing at functioning as a person. But I gathered up my courage and I hit the forehand fine, that was fine, but I moved on to the backhand. And I hit it over the net, and all was peaceful for just a moment. And somewhere in between the time I hit it and I finished through, I managed to projectile fling my tennis racket across the entire court. And obviously this leads to everyone staring at Quinn. The only person stupid enough to manage to throw a tennis racket so hard that she almost decapitated 3 people. Just let me ask you this, what would you have done in that situation? Because I took it upon myself to just stand there and stare at all of the awkward I managed to create in such a small amount of time. But it doesn't end there, folks. As I turn my head to the right ever so slightly, standing in the middle of the next court is, oh, how do I put this? A boy that just does not like me at all. Just giving me the most disappointed look you've ever seen. It turns out he had stopped too, but not just to stare at the awkward that had been created, to do one of these. The embarrassment welling up in my soul was getting too much to bear, so I began my walk of shame to go pick up the missile I'd just flung at everyone. And as I sleepily trudged, I got to look at all of the people looking at the sky and going, what was it? A bird? A plane? Maybe an alien invasion? Oh no, it was a tennis racket, traveling at 60 miles an hour. Having said that, I walked away pretty much unscathed. Well, aside from the blow to my ego. But guess what? It's still your lucky day. It's not over yet. It turns out that today, God has decided to remind me twice about how cripplingly awkward I am. As it's about 112 degrees on this court, obviously the coaches don't want to pick up all the balls themselves once I've hit them, so they make all of us children, you know, child labor, go and pick up all of the balls ourselves. And since we don't want to walk 12 miles picking up one ball at a time, we stack them all on top of a tennis racket and just kind of carry them back. I really should have known I wasn't coordinated enough to do this, but I'd done it once or twice before. I thought I could handle it. Was I wrong? So I'm sleep trudging back to this cart. Warning sign number 1, to put all of these away again, but that's when the fateful moment arrived. My person, my being, decided to trip over God knows what, a rock, a ladybug, air, something. And everything that I've picked up for 20 minutes falls and scatters over 12 courts. And I'm pretty sure at some point the universe decided that I was never going to get away with anything embarrassing unseen. As I look up, already mortified from what has just happened, the same boy that kind of hates me is standing directly in front of me. He is apparated. The universe has moved him in front of me just so he could see all of the awkward that just happened. The cherry on top of a cringy story, he was doing the same disappointed head shake. Do you know how painful it is to have something embarrassing happen and then look up and see someone going, the universe hates me. So yeah, if you've ever had something horribly embarrassing happen to you, let me know in the comments, because maybe it'll make me feel better. I'm still having aftershocks of how terrible I am. Maybe this is just the universe proving my point that I should never leave the house. Ever. Yeah, I hope that entertained you, at least a little bit. And aside from that, my summer's been pretty okay. Nothing like that happening. Although I have just started driver's training, so me operating a giant metal death machine, please stay off the roads for your own safety. PSA, never ever get on the road again, because I can't walk in a straight line, let alone move a car at 70 miles an hour in a straight line. That's not gonna end well, I already know. Watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!